Sunlight bathed a prosperous land. Job, a righteous man, surveyed his vast flocks. His family laughed and had a great time. He was blessed with health and abundant wealth. A sudden dark cloud appeared on the horizon. News arrived, breathless and grim. Sabaean raiders attacked, stealing his oxen and donkeys. Servants fell by the sword. Another messenger, fear in his eyes. Fire from heaven consumed his sheep and more servants. Job stood, stunned, amidst the smoke. A third, desperate voice cried out. A great wind swept from the desert. It struck the house where his children feasted. The house collapsed in a thunderous roar. All his beloved children perished instantly. Job tore his robe, shaved his head. He fell to the ground in profound grief. Yet, he whispered, "The Lord gave, the Lord has taken away." He did not sin or charge God with wrongdoing. His body soon erupted in painful boils, from the sole of his foot to the crown of his head. He sat among the ashes, scraping his sores. His wife approached, her face etched with despair. "Do you still hold to your integrity?" she asked bitterly. "Curse God and die," she urged him. Job looked at her, his eyes filled with sorrow. "You speak as a foolish woman," he replied softly. "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. 3 friends arrived, Eliphaz, Bildad, Zophar. They came to comfort him, to mourn. They sat with him for 7 days and nights. No one spoke a word, seeing his immense suffering. Job finally broke the silence, cursing his birth. He questioned why he was born to such anguish. His friends began to speak, their comfort turning. Eliphaz suggested Job's suffering was due to sin. "Who, being innocent, has ever perished?" he asked. "Bildad choiv. Does God pervert justice?" He implied Job's children died for their transgressions. Zophar accused Job of hidden iniquity. "God is punishing you less than your guilt deserves." Job defended himself, asserting his innocence. He wrestled with the injustice of his pain. He longed to present his case before God. Despite the accusations, his faith remained unshaken. He maintained his integrity amidst overwhelming devastation. His friends' words cut deeper than his boils. Job yearned for an audience with the Almighty. He believed God would vindicate him. He cried out for understanding, for answers. The weight of his loss was immense, yet he held firm to his belief in God's goodness. His spirit was bruised, but not broken. He refused to concede to their accusations. Job's unwavering trust became a testament to faith in the face of despair. He waited for divine intervention, for truth. His suffering was profound, his hope enduring. Job, covered in boils, sat on the ash heap, his body racked with pain, his spirit weary. His friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, watched him. Their faces were etched with judgment, not pity. They sat in silence for 7 days and nights. Job broke the silence, cursing the day of his birth. He spoke of his pain, his confusion, his innocence. His voice was hoarse, filled with anguish. He asserted his righteousness, despite the calamities. The friends shook their heads, unconvinced. Eliphaz spoke first, accusing Job of hidden sin. He suggested Job's suffering was divine punishment. Bildad followed, suggesting God punishes the wicked. He implied Job's children deserve their fate. Zophar added his harsh condemnation, demanding repentance. He claimed Job's iniquity was greater than he knew. Job listened, his eyes burning with frustration. He defended himself, detailing his blameless life. He longed for an audience with God, a direct answer. He wished to plead his case before the Almighty. The debate raged for days, then weeks. Job's physical suffering mirrored his emotional torment. He cried out to the heavens, demanding justice. He questioned God's silence, his apparent absence. Yet, in his deepest despair, his faith flickered, but held. He knew his Redeemer lived, and would stand at last. A whirlwind formed on the horizon, growing larger. The sky darkened, a storm approaching rapidly. God's voice boomed from the storm, powerful and majestic. Job fell to his knees, utterly humbled. He covered his face, overwhelmed by the divine presence. God spoke of creation, stars, and ocean depths. He questioned Job's understanding of the universe. Where was Job when the foundations of the earth were laid? Could Job command the dawn or guide the constellations? God's wisdom was boundless, his power infinite. Job felt his own insignificance, his limited perspective. He saw the vastness of divine understanding. Job covered his mouth, unable to speak. He repented of his presumption, his questioning. He had spoken of things he did not understand. His faith deepened, transformed by the encounter. The whirlwind dissipated, leaving a profound silence. A sense of peace settled over the desolate land. God then addressed Job's friends, rebuking them. They had not spoken rightly of him. Unlike Job, God commanded them to offer sacrifices. Job prayed for his friends, interceding on their behalf. God accepted Job's prayer, forgiving his companions. A gentle warmth spread through Job's body. His boils began to heal, his skin restored. His family and old friends returned, offering comfort. They brought him food and silver, celebrating his return. God restored Job's fortunes, twofold. His flocks and herds multiplied beyond measure. He received new children, 7 sons and 3 daughters. His daughters were the most beautiful in the land. Job lived for many more years, a long and full life. He saw his children's children, to the 4th generation. His story became a testament to unwavering faith.